morning. Welcome, Justin Equine Edge. It's Friday. Gulfstream Park, 3 days a week. The Royal Palm Meet. Today, day 30. Day 30 at the Royal Palm Meet. Sammy Camacho dominating the meet. 41 wins, 179 mounts. Miguel Vasquez at 30, but Sammy probably going to win this Royal Palm jockey title. But Diego Herrera third, Edwin Gonzalez fourth. On the trainer side, we got Mr. Safi Joseph with 20 wins, Barbosa Jr. with 14, Carlos David with 13. It kind of goes down from there, but let's jump in. I got a couple like little price plays. I guess I would consider them probably best bets today. I don't know. They did rain overnight. I think they probably got a little bit of rain this morning. So I would watch that. Looks like the dirt track is good. First post in about an hour. So you'll get the Gulfstream Park coverage and probably get an update here shortly. But first race, maiden claimers, 12-5. I mean, this is kind of a brutal race. I won't give you a big, strong opinion just because I would be spread if I was playing a horizontal. I'd probably use 5. I'd probably use the 1 and the 2 as long shots. I'm 4-5-3-2-1. I mean, this is a rough first race, I thought. I did think the 2, there's not a lot of works to watch, but the 2 and the 1 might be live long shots in this race. So not strong opinion in race 1, honestly. But again, I would spread if I was playing horizontal, pick 5, pick 3s. Gulfstream Park race 2, you're going to have to make a decision here. And let's watch the race in because I think it's important. So Melody Queen from Minguet does have speed, but there's a bunch of firsters in here. I like Minguet usually with babies and you get him here, but I also like him with firsters and you get a second timer here with experience. Does have the top GSR. My win here. A lot of people are going to single early. You can see the morning line at 7-5. I think that's an option. It is my top pick in the 7. But if you're going beyond Melody Queen, there's a bunch that can win here. Lambdar can win. Straight to Jail can win. So I think that, from that perspective, it's either spread or single. You know what I mean? So I didn't have a super strong opinion on Melody Queen. Minguet does so great with 2-year-olds, 31%. Surprises usually at a price, but he's going to have the short one here. And 37% last out at this level. Ran okay. You know what I mean? So, if you're not singling there, it's a spread. I think Prime Aurora can win. And again, I mentioned the 3 and 8. I both think are runners potentially as firsters. So, again, not strong opinion race 2. Race 3, I think with the Tapeta and the rain, and I would watch it today, and usually when the Tapeta gets rain in it, it can be speed favoring. I think Zolene can wire the field. I would look at, this would be what is my top pick, the 6, 6-5, I had as those 2. I was trying to beat the 3 and the 4. The 3 and the 4 are the 2 chalks. Yeah, right. 2 chalks, and then the 5 and the 6 are kind of your price plays. I thought you could beat the 3 and 4 here, but Zolene out front, I mean, is that the lead at the stretch right here, has a really significant pace advantage, right? Jose Torres, they do great as a combo. Torres still got that weight break is an apprentice. You get a 17% win rate and a 14-point pace advantage. And with that rain overnight, I mean, you look here, ran really well, won on the lead here versus a 48, and then has been racing, very similar at 50, but finds a little bit easier in this non-winners, the 2 lifetime group, and they've all been kind of running. And might just get loose. I mean, you look at Zolene, nice strong works all the way back here, has been in form, fine works now. This is a good work right before debut on the turf. Now second off the layoff. D'Angelo does great, 15%, 23% at the claiming level. So, the 6 is I like it a price. I think to wire the field there, that would be a potential single for me in Zolene at a nice price. But I do think the others can maybe run. The next option, race 4, I think Silver Jumani also could be a single. See, these are tough races. A lot of people want to spread, but I like trying to attack them if I can find an angle. The win percents are wide open in this race. It's a maiden. It's a 50 claimer. The 2 horse is stretching out. You get a genetic strength rating or surface and distance metric. You get a nice increase here of 10 points, and you get Edwin Gonzalez in the irons. Edwin G, he's so good on the front end, so good from the gate at Gulfstream Park, and they're going 2 turns on the Tapeta. If he can get loose here with this 3-year-old filly, he can be tough to catch. I mean, look, she never been on the lead. She need the lead, though. 100% she need the lead. She's not been running and sprinting, and he'll get her to the front. I mean, there's maybe some other speed that might come from somebody else, somebody maybe like the 6, but this group is extremely competitive at this level, and this might just be about who gets to the front end, right? And Edwin G could just take them, run them off their feet. It wouldn't surprise me. So you can see on the race sim, gets a pretty easy lead out there and going to be booking it. Again, Edwin G is so good on the front end. The Tapeta, it's got moisture in it. You see here at the finish, they're all right there. The 2 does back up, but I don't worry too much about that, mainly because the horse right here at the stretch. So I don't know. It's a competitive race. Race 5, not super strong opinion. I did cut the 6 and 2 from right 3-5-7-9. I'm 5-3-9-7. I do think Willing One has a look, is a long shot. I do think the 7 is top GSR fits. This is a pretty wide open non-winners of 2. So the early sequence I think might pay good. You just got find the right spot. Everybody probably gonna single that 7 in race 2, but as I mentioned, I think the 6 in race 3 is an option, or the 2 in race 4. Kind of a quick video today. Coach King going to take a lot of money. I do think to Joey or Mosiah, both are runners. Mosiah got speed, maiden claimers, a lot of maidens today on the Tapeta going to be out front, but you look, Miguel Vasquez riding for Fox. Fox 8 for 29, 28% at the meet. And you look here, I mean, they're going 2 churns. And again, with the moisture, speed could be dangerous. But if it comes back, the 2 going to be rolling as a firster. And this is just not a great group. It's really not at this main 25 claiming level. The win percentage really favor the 5, Coach Kane. If you're E user, you can see my analysis anytime you see that dot. But, I think that the speed could come back here. I did not trust the 7 at all. And you look on the race sim, I mean, look, the 2 shows the potential as a firster to be closing here into Coach Kane. So, I was 5-2-1 trying to beat the 7. 7 obviously fits, but again, not strong opinion there. Race 7. If this, I put the 2 on top. Mogul, first time in the U.S. I was 2-1-7. I thought the 5 was a vulnerable favorite. I thought you could easily beat the 5 in this race. Really competitive race. You look on the E morning line, right? And the 2-5-7 are all right there. The 2 Mogul, first time in the U.S. Well, look at this runner. I thought had a big shot here, right? I mean, look on the race sim. This horse win by over 2 lengths. Not strong GSR, but that's okay when we get some of these international runners. The data can be questionable. Wants to go longer. The GSR supports it. From a strength of race, our class metric, I mean, look at this. I mean, this horse coming out of Chile, right, won 7 of 8 at tougher strength of races. We do get some type of data where we do try to get a strength of race metric there. Nothing on the win percent, again, the GSR. So you get a couple metrics on this horse coming out of Chile. And as long as this horse runs back to these efforts, it should beat this group. So the price here, I think, is going to be key. But I have Mogul on top. I think, whether it's racing, whether it's strength of race, the one might run a good race. But again, I think you can beat Hopsing, the 5, of being one of my vulnerable favorites. Other vulnerable favorite was the 3 in race 4 and the 6 in race 5. I think I forgot to mention those. We'll talk about this maiden. I mean, Brad Cox, he has had some runners at Gulfstream at the Royal Palm meet. He is 0 for 7. Edgar Zayas is here to ride. It looks like he is okay after just getting launched off that runner, right? They're up in New York, but I think they're not racing in New York this weekend, right? So he back at Gulfstream. He used to ride here all the time, but departed right for New York. But he back right now. And again, I think he's riding after that brutal spill, but he ended up being okay. I mean, Vanderbilt coming off what, a 17-month layoff? I mean, it's pretty brutal for Cox. There's a lot of speed here. Nearly the whole field needs the lead, right? I think Vanderbilt could be tough, going to be a really short price. If I was to go elsewhere, and if you're e-user, I look at Neo Zapper, 24% to win. We get a great jockey in Sammy Camacho. This horse has a ton of experience. And again, if the horse win the racing, which is kind of crazy, but if all these horses hook up, the 1, 2, 3, 4, I think Sammy might just take back and try to sit the trip. I mean, is 0 for 10, right? And again, Vanderbilt going to be tough, but I thought that if all these horses hook up, and this is just not a great main special weight group, maybe the experience here, and you get Sammy to ride. He, of course, hasn't been a ride. Marin was aboard on these efforts back here. I mean, this horse fits at this level, but hasn't been able to break through. But this is not a great group. It's not a great main special weight group. Not at all. So, again, I think 3 is tough, but if I'm using anybody else, it's the 6 at a big price. All right, y'all. Race 9. I thought this was a spread race. The problem is the 8 can win, but it's tough to come on the Tapeta, especially with all that moisture to come from behind like that. Scotty Too Hottie, our good CEO, Scotty McKeever. Scotty Too Hottie here, I mean, has speed. This horse could run him off their feet. Edwin Gonzalez rides. I think the 4 is definitely a player the morning line doesn't like, and then the 2 and 8, so I didn't have a super strong opinion in the last, but that's what we got today. No crushing singles or anything, but again, I like the 6 in race 3, the 2 in race 4, the 2 in race 7. Those would be my stronger opinions on the day. I wish you all luck. We will be back tomorrow, just 3 days a week here at Gulfstream Park at the Royal Palm meet. Sammy Camacho been dominating. Watch him today. Scrat, thank you. Hit the like. We'll be back. Hit the like button, y'all. Subscribe. We're here every day of the Gulfstream Park Royal Palm meet, day 30 today. And we'll be back for more this weekend. Good luck. Chat soon. Press your opinion.